But right now, we got to talk about some League of Legends. Top 2 teams. TDE versus Tilt right now. The top 2 teams in the league. And both of them have lost multiple games to people they probably shouldn't have. Tilt more so, losing to the last place team last week, or Tuesday rather. I don't know if I want to bring that up. That might tilt them off the face of the earth already, but regardless. Soraka locked in, tilted. What do you think?
Well, you see, it's simple. They realize that Tilt plays Soraka every game, and so they just pick her up. No more Soraka for Tilt.
Yep. Pretty simple. I also love that TDE banned out the Malphite. Peoples has not played a single thing other than Malphite, I think, this entire tournament. At least that's what it feels like.
It's like every Tilt game, you see the Rock going in, just knocking people up left and right.
Yep.
And that's what their team fight seems to revolve around as well.
Yeah, and if they kind of don't have that secure engage tool in the Malphite, then I wonder where they're going to pick it up, if they're going to even pick it up at all. Kindred gets locked in, though. I love Kindred. I personally love her. I am salty about her because of Visago did to me the other day, but
It's okay, we won.
I know.
And for
we
everyone
won.
who doesn't know, I invited him to play a game. I did not tell him it was ranked, and we played it, and he picked Kindred. Very first time ever playing. He thought it was a normal and went straight into a ranked game. We won, so it was okay. Otherwise, I might have been actually fired.
I was so mad at you, Visago. I love Kindred, and I think she's fantastic and just does a lot of damage, and she has a lot of safety with her ultimate mobility. However, every time we see that champion now, I just want to rip your throat out.
Don't need that. Don't do that. I need that to cast.
I need that to live, man. You need that to do a lot more than just cast. Oh, my goodness.
There's machines to do that, but without my throat, I couldn't talk.
There's machines for that too, man.
That's true. Stephen Hawking proved that.
That's true. So we got the Gragas and the Lucian lock-in, which I don't necessarily agree with the Gragas to start off with because there was already a jungler picked on the side of Tilt. But Lucian is a very strong jungler, or not jungler, AD carry for Nutrinks, and he'll be able to potentially carry, depending upon how it goes in the bot lane. Fruto is another one of the top 80 carries in the league thus far, so we'll have to see what he decides to pick up. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Sivir.
As you're talking about Sivir, look who's being hovered.
Yeah.
But they just lock in the Rammus and the Sivir.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the Rammus and the Kindred, it's pretty safe to say that Rammus probably isn't going to die.
I mean...
Well, later game.
That's what I'm afraid of. Right there's the Gangplank. Rammus getting blind picked into a top lane is a horrid idea because you can pick this right here and just demolish him early and make sure he never gets to the point where he's a big monster of a tank. When it comes to later team fights and engages, yeah, Kindred's going to make it a bitch and a half to actually touch the Rammus, but if TDE's doing their job right, they'll never even have to deal with it because they'll just pop Sivir and Kindred before it happens. Especially if Gangplank gets locked in.
Well, if Gangplank gets locked in, they're going to have a lot of damage, especially when they just locked in Corki.
Yep.
So that's going to be Corki mid, which is a really weird pick since they don't know who the pick up for Tilt is going to be in mid. So, I don't know.
Well, honestly, I like the Corki pickup here. They needed some magic damage, and Corki does a lot of magic damage along with some physical. And he's a pretty safe laner regardless. I mean, you can count. You're going to get a counter pick when you're on the blue side anyways, or counter picked. And the Corki can be pretty safe. But an Ahri might make Corki's life a little difficult. Corki should be able to just wave clear and whatnot with his poke and Foss Bomb. So he should be okay if he plays smart. I know I Want Your Booty has taken his fair share of booties, but And
Ahri's is the booty many people wish about, so...
Yeah. Utopian Duck is no jokester on Ahri, so this might be a tough one for him. But overall, those are the team comps right there. We got a lot of different kind of thoughts here. I really absolutely hate the Rammus pickup early. I think that was horrid because now he's going into a Gangplank and Rammus is just going to have no fun at all.
Oh yeah, I mean, Gangplank is known for just having some serious damage, especially in the later game, but in early game, it's still no joke. He's able to use his barrels, poke the enemy out, especially from a melee range like Rammus. He's gonna be able to do plenty of work there and just get assists using his ultimate around the map. So he's not gonna have to worry about anything in top lane.
Yeah, and even still, the any CC that Rammus will bring to the top lane to try and negate that is Gangplank has oranges. He'll eat oranges and BK. As soon as he gets his Sheen and backs, Gangplank is going to have a whale of a time, or an armadillo of a time up in the top lane.
I feel like Rammus is gonna be Gangplank's new Moby Dick.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm assuming. Especially, I've never seen people's on Rammus, I don't think. Have we seen him in the tournament this far? I can't remember.
I don't know, but considering he played Malphite, which is just a big rock, Rammus is probably the next biggest rock in the game. So
Rammus isn't a rock.
He's not a rock, but he's like the next hardest to really shred health off of.
I guess. I mean, armor-wise, but they do have a Corki and a Gragas, which should sustain the, AP damage that TDE need to get through that thick shell that is Rammus, however.
And they do have the Soraka to heal up to make sure that they can continue getting through that shield.
There's a lot of safety on the side of TDE. They have some pretty reliable engage with Gragas, along with a Gangplank ultimate. A lot of safety with the Soraka heal, just the disengage potential with the Valkyrie and the dash from the Lucian. Not to mention, the package also could be engage, whatever you want. So, I'm curious to see how this Corki is played, because we've seen two kinds of Corkis. We've seen a pole belter Corki, and we've seen a wild turtle Corki. And wild turtle Corkis are crazy. And they can do well, but I'm curious to see how this mid lane goes, because Ari technically should win this.
Oh yeah, I mean, all Utopian Duck has to do is wait for his ultimate, get more mobility than Corki can keep up with, and just charm him as soon as he lands his Valkyrie, which if he doesn't have his package, won't get him far enough away from an Ari who has that amount of mobility.
Yeah, even if he just lands a charm, Corki's going to get chunked down hard with just one combo EQW, and he'll have no fun. No fun at all in this mid lane. As you can see, Ari's got that ignite, and Booty's rushing that heal. So, going for all the safety he can get, along with in the bot lane now, Nutrinks and blow me on Soraka versus a Braum and Sivir. I hate that name. I
can just imagine Soraka saying "blow me" with her horn on her head and everything.
Oh my god.
But one thing I do want to ask: what are the rules on Aurelion Sol for this for tonight? Considering he was just released,
he's not allowed to be played tonight. He will be allowed to play next week.
Just wanted to make that clear for everyone who is in chat that yes, Aurelion Sol is available, but he cannot be played. And I don't know if any of the teams would have picked him up anyways. I mean, their whole team comps revolve around certain play styles. I'm not sure if Aurelion Sol would really fit in any of them.
Yeah, and honestly, he came out, a day today? He came out yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So I don't know if teams even had the practice to try and bring that out into a game. So regardless.
Oh yeah, especially with a brand new champion, he's always pick banned. They probably wouldn't even had a chance to even get him.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's always the most fun part of the game, waiting the 3 hours for the spectator delay. But here we are, into the game. TDE versus TLT Gaming, both of the first place teams vying for that #1 spot. We'll have to see who's gonna get it in this matchup of, I guess you could say, titans of the North American Amateur League. I don't want to say that because I'll get their egos all up there, but
Who do you think is gonna win?
TDE.
TDE.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna go with TDE as well, just for the sheer fact that Utopian Duck does not have his tilt sign on.
So no real reason, just because of the team tag.
Just because the team tag. And Golden Diddley gets me.
Oh man, Golden Diddley got it. He's got the whole thing prepped. I'm gonna go with the tilt or TDE because of the gangplank and their amount of damage that they can just blow up someone if they want to. If they hit one barrel mid to late game on any of the carries, done.
Yeah.
Plus, they just have so much more reliable everything, really, with the exception of maybe Engage from the Rammus and Sivir on the side of Tilt. So, they're just an overall, I guess, safer team comp.
Yeah, along with the fact that they did take away the Malphite and the Soraka from Tilt. And so they're probably playing, they're like the B-roll champions that they would pick. Considering up till now, I don't really remember any times that they didn't get Soraka.
There we go. Yeah, I can't remember a game where they didn't get Soraka or Malphite. So, big differences, stark differences in the games from what we've seen from both of these teams. Very start of the game, not too much action going to take place. Very defensive lineups, standard lanes, nothing fancy. No one has learned how to lane swap yet if they really want to. I really think lane swapping is something that this tournament desperately needs from teams. But, hey, whatever.
Well, I mean, the first team that learns how to lane swap will catch all the other teams off guard. That it might work for the first time, and then other teams who aren't as good might try and do it, and it could just spell doom for them.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to see. I really don't know. I have not seen one team lane swap thus far. I really think that, I guess, Sivir and Braum should have just left it to whatever. But anyways, standards, regardless. Gangplank's going to be having a whale of a time up there. If for no other reason, Rammus is not going to have fun. And it probably would have been good to try and give him a little bit of leeway. Barrel, pop, pop, easy peasy. Trade on the Rammus. Gangplank's already looking pretty out of mana, though, but he does have that corrupting potion, so he should be able to sustain up there easy.
Yeah, Rammus starting off with the cloth armor and 4 health pots. He's looking to just stay up there as well.
Yeah. He knows that this is not a good matchup for him, and he just wants to stay safe with that cloth armor and the extra sustain from the pots. He doesn't even want to trade. Just farm and be safe. Oof. Good dash in, piercing light.
Good. Nutrix getting good trades off with Frodo here.
Yeah, you can say that, but he's taking the minion aggro and doing a lot of damage to himself. Now, gank up in the top lane. Red buff from Ravi is going to do a lot to slow him down. Eat Orange's BK, not enough. Flash comes in from both top laners. The knock up from Rammus and the taunt. He's still going for the kill. He wants it, but he puts a barrel and doesn't have the auto or the parlay. And Rammus gets the first blood.
If he had turned any attention onto Ravi, he would have gotten a kill there, but Ravi just got executed.
Mm-hmm. That was just a very, very poor tower dive, and that was just really bad everything, in all honesty. But overall, first blood goes over to Peoples for no gain to TDE.
Yeah, Peoples just got lucky. He's playing one of the tankier people in the entire game. Just be able to sustain that and just walk away until he was able to hit him again.
Yeah, I feel like Draxkin felt like he was going to die anyways. He wasn't, but I feel like he felt he was going to die anyways, which is why he went for that attempted kill. But hey, stuff happens, right?
Yeah, it's only one kill in the favor of Tilt, and they're only, I don't know, half a grand up in gold.
I mean, I'm more worried about the execute. But now Ravi's looking to make a play in the mid lane, it seems. He's hovering in that river bush. Want your booty is pushed up slightly farther. He's going to Valk over the wall, but the charm does hit. Flash in from Ravi's going to go through. Wolf's not going to do too much as Utopian Duck's Ignite is going to take him down, and now top lane trading. Draxion's just going to laugh and walk away as he parlays Rammus's back.
And that's what I was saying earlier, is as soon as the charm hits after a Valkyrie has just landed, That's a lot of damage that that I want your booties not gonna be able to get out of.
Yeah.
As-
More trading in the top,
let's-
though. Look at this. Both of them are about a quarter of their health. That Bomby Cinder is going to start to do some damage to Draxkin, which is the only reason why Peoples even came close to being even in that trade. Now the farm game is going to come into play. Mid lane, Utopian Duck has a kill. Top lane, Peoples has a kill. Kindred has 2 assists. While she did execute to the tower, those 2 assists are going to help her. Shelly's mom has been hard farming, however, which is something Gragas can now do. Ever since that
I'm so
buff
happy
a patch
Gragas
ago.
got a buff.
Yeah, me too. I loved Gragas. I thought he was great.
I love seeing a fat man do good.
What the hell does that even mean?
Back when I first started, Gragas was one of the, I think he was the 10th champion I ever bought, and I loved it.
Really?
Something about like a drunk fat man just walking around slapping people with a barrel. It was great.
He used to be a fun jungler, but I haven't played him in recent. Look at this top lane right now. Like, it's just so stagnant. Nothing happening. Draxkin is pretty He's got a cull. He backed and bought a cull, interestingly enough. I don't like that at all, really. Very awkward auto attack to stop the barrels for the movement speed. Dash out from Ahri, and the charm does a lot of damage to Shelly. Nearly kills him. Flash from Shelly is forced from just Utopian Duck. Now Ravi's coming in. Charm does not connect with I want your booties. Going deep under tower. Be careful, Ravi. Don't execute again. But no, Shelly's going to pick that one up because of the barrel. Again, another misplay from Ravi, who did so well in the last game on his Lee Sin, is now kind of just all over the place on this Kindred.
Well, I mean, Ravi was known in last game for one misplay on Lee that seemed to turn the entire game in the favor of Hodor's.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Like, he did
it could
kind
be-
of make a big
His
mistake.
new thing could be just all the misplays.
I don't want to talk about that. Don't be rude, dude. We can't do that. The Ravi throws. Anyways, this Kindred has 12 farm, 2 deaths, and 2 assists, and now much ultimate from Shelly's mom comes out, knocks Utopian Duck into Soraka. Now Braum throws up himself. Shields, they're going the wrong way, though. The charm does not connect from Utopian Duck, and everyone gets out scot-free. That was a very, very awkward gig. Very sloppy from both teams so far. Not what we're used to seeing from these guys.
Hey, you would not expect these guys to be playing like the #1 teams. Maybe it could be the fact that since they're playing against each other at such a high level, and they just look like they're doing bad because it's being completely countered.
Yeah, no. That's not what's
Yeah,
going on.
I know. I was trying to make it seem a little bit hopeful for them that they weren't just doing bad, but it is a very disappointing game so far.
Yeah. To say the least. Regardless, the farm in the jungle is up 20 CS in the favor of TDE right now. That is a massive amount to be up at 9 minutes in the jungle. Plus a kill onto Shelly means even more gold. Those 2 assists are not going to amount to 300 gold. Silence Field comes out from below me bot lane. Siles Fruit go up. That's a trading back and forth. Bouncing Blade is popped. Do not get the Braum passive proc, however, and TDE get the better of that trade as both bot laners of Tilt are half health, and we're gonna have to chug or munch on some mana biscuits or whatever the hell you want to call them now.
I'm going to say inhale the money-making biscuit.
What?
Instead of drinking a potion, they're inhaling the money-making biscuit.
What, the money-making biscuit?
It allows you to stay in lane longer.
So it's money. What?
Right, inhale the biscuit.
Oh my god, I'm
It's
so
so boring.
confused. I'm so confused.
Hey, it's back to last week when we were both confused.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot to be confused about last week, to be fair. Taunt comes in from Peoples, more of a slapfest in the bot lane. He pops the ultimate, though. He's going for the kill. He doesn't have the damage for it, though, and Draxkin gets out with a little bit less than half health. And now Peoples doesn't really have his ultimate for cooldown. Now, could go either way. He takes an automatic, awkward tower shot, walks back. It's totally planned, boys. It was a bait.
Hashtag bait boys.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Fizz was in this game throwing out the bait.
Oh, another taunt. Peoples is still under tower, dude. Again, Peoples getting the better of that trade, but he did it under tower, so Draxkin is going to make more of it. He does still have his ultimate on Gangplank, which could be a massive team fight turn. And just overall, look at the farm on Tilt TDE, rather. Look at the farm lead. Everywhere has a farm lead, with the exception of maybe the bot lane. Another roll and taunt from Peoples comes in on Draxkin. He's going to slowly will... Or from Peoples, rather. He's going to slowly will Draxkin down to flashing red. But Draxkin still has those oranges. He does not have any more corrupting potions. He should be okay to sustain through this, as long as he uses his oranges properly. He's got 29 left in his cull. Let's see if he goes for the greedy stay.
Well, considering he is playing Gangplank, and Gangplank is known for being a greedy old pirate, it's very possible he will.
Yep.
But those barrels deal no damage to Peoples. Like, none at all.
Now. They don't have the damage yet. Oh, nice. Thank you for that mana, says Fruto, as Blomy goes with the Starfall.
I'm pretty sure the only easier thing to spell shield would be a Jinx laser beam. That's the only thing that's easier to land the spell shield on, other than the Soraka Starfall, which is so displayed whenever she's going to use it that it's almost impossible to not use your spell shield.
Yep, it's true. Very true. Free mana for Fruto down here. No real trade. The spell comes out. Oh my god, I just jumbled my words so badly. The taunt again from Peoples are rolling into the knock up. Parlay again, but now Draxkin is He can't even ultimate. And both of them walk out with just a bruised ego.
And then Utopian Duck already picks up an Abyssal Scepter to go against the magic damage that comes out of Corki now. And Corki only has a Sheen, but he's going to back up. I'm hoping to see that maybe he'll go ahead and finish off the Trinity Force. There we go.
So Corki just hit his power spike. Does he pick up his rocket? He does have his package now, so he's looking to make a play. He's got his power spike, he's got his package. This is the moment where Corki's just going to demolish someone if he's given the chance. People's just awkwardly autoing.
I'm not sure if he's going to get that chance, because Utopian Duck knows he has the package, so he's playing a little bit back, waiting for the minion wave to come to him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and now he's going to roam bot, but there's so many wards there that there's really no worry about it. I want your booties finding Kindred in the jungle. Gonna try and trade, but the mark on Corgi's gonna make it useless. Now, Shelly's been waiting in that bot lane for quite a while now. He finally decides to back off. Oh! Booty uses the package to get out of the charm. And he actually is gonna win the trade here. Utopian Duck used the ultimate to get in there. But Ravi's there, forces the flash from Booty. Ultimate from Gangplank is the disengage tool that they need to keep Booty safe. Now Peoples comes in, flash body slam from Gragas, charm onto Gragas. The Kindred ultimates keep him alive a little bit longer. Disengage barrel's not enough to keep him alive. Utopian Duck picks up the kill. Peoples has his ultimate rolling, but it's not going to do too much. Ravi's jumping over the wall. He's pretty right now. Starfall from Soraka does nothing at all. Flash is traded back and forth, and Ravi picks up Nutrings. Now Tilt are pushing the mid tower, as everyone is very low with the exception of Fruto.
And the only kill that TDE has right now is on Shelly, which is what he got earlier. So that was a huge team fight win coming out from Team Tilt. They picked up Nutrings, and they got a couple others before the fight ended. The Gangplank ultimate came down a little bit too early, so they had no Gangplank ultimate in that team fight. And he was up top. He's pushing in the top wave, so that was basically a 4v5 there.
Yeah, the Gangplank ult was used to save I Want Your Booty from the Kindred, just for the disengage. But Draxkin thought it was just a better option to try and push that tower and try to get more of a gold lead in this top lane. Which, honestly, he is up about 40 farm on Peoples, and up even still about almost 1,000 gold just straight from farming. and Peoples has a kill and 2 assists. So he's up quite a bit for being down in the KDA department.
It looks like Shelly's gonna try and give that blue buff over to Booty.
Frost bomb goes in. People's trying to find Shelly. Body slam goes down. Gragas barrel and the cask not going to do much because People is quite tanky with that extra health from the Sunfire cape. Now Rams is just not going to have any trouble in the top because he's just got a little bit of armor. He'll be completely safe along with the Swifties. He should be speeding all over the place.
Even with that whole team fight going in the favor of Team Tilt, Fruto was not there to really receive anything other than assists. So right now, the whole itemization on bot lane is actually equal right now. And Lucian just has more damage as is than Sivir. So if a good trade comes out, I'm pretty sure it'll go into Fruto's go against Fruto and into Nutrix's favor, because even if Nutrix goes down a little bit. Well, Shelly just got caught out there right in front of Dragon Pit. That could signal an easy dragon for a Team Tilt with no with no jungler on TDE to save that.
Easy peasy free drag. It resets slightly, but still, Fruto's going to pick it up with an auto attack. Trading in the top lane now. Rammus pops the ultimate barrel, does a little bit of damage back to Peoples as he goes under the tower. And Draxkin still has his oranges to BK. Peoples keeps taking these auto attacks. Gangplank still does damage, but now Nutrix getting the better of Fruto. Heal is popped on Fruto's and Flash as well. Nutrix still has both summoners, and he gets the piercing light kill. Now Ravi and Nibate Cake are on the backside. Nutrix is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Blomy bot lane did not get there in time for the silence field, and now he's on the back foot. Alban Braum is going to go down, and Kindred gets a double kill. What is happening? This is so sloppy. Both of these teams.
I was really hoping that Kindred would... Who did Kindred have marked?
I was not paying attention. Kindred still doesn't have... She has 2 marks, rather. So, on her 3rd with that Scuttle Crab. Bam. So that's 4.25% max health damage, right? If I'm correct.
I believe so. Well,
3.75, okay.
Looks like she just placed her marker on Booty, so that might be signaling where she's going to be going soon.
Oh, that's sure it's going ashore, indeed.
Alright, and then... So GP just finished off his cull, so he's probably going to be selling that soon.
He actually finished his cull off his last back.
It looks like he's probably saving it to try and keep that 3 life on hit.
I mean, it's pointless. But, I don't see why he would do that. There's no reason for it.
Well, I can really understand not selling it until you have a reason to. Because if you're just sitting there, you're like, okay, cool, it's 180 gold. But if you don't have anything to really buy with it, there's no point in selling it. You're losing 7 attack damage, losing 3 life on hit. So if you have nothing you can immediately buy with it, I don't think there's really a point to get rid of it until you do.
It's just like the jingly jangles in the pockets. Braum stun's not going to go on to Blomy bot lane. One more would have done it, but she gets out for free. No summoners or anything popped. Now Fruto and IBCake are on the back foot as Nutrix goes hard onto Fruto. Cullen comes out. Fruto is down to blinking red. Forced out of lane after popping ultimate. Shelly's mom comes into the top lane now. Draken's going to parlay. The barrel's going to prep, but it's not going to actually be used as Shelly just shows in the top lane. Now Peoples comes back for the potential engage with the Rammus Q. Shelly shows a little too early, it seems, and pushes him back. More just flexing muscles in the top lane than anything.
This is up in top lane. I think it's just a matter of really stupid tanky versus does a lot of damage, and they're kind of just nullifying each other out. It's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Yeah, I mean, Rammus got a kill early and was allowed to just farm, which allowed him to get tanky enough to sustain through gangplanks early and mid-game. He's going to start to do a lot of damage once he gets his Infinity Edge and then Essence Reaver, and that's when gangplank's just going to start to demolish people with these barrels, regardless of who he hits. So we'll have to see if Gangplank's going to roam or actually make something of his massive power spike once that eye edge finishes.
Oh, yeah. And then it looks... I can't quite tell what Utopian Duck is building. I wanted to say that... I wanted to say that he was building for Azonias out of that arm guard, but along with the...
Ravi, what are you doing? He gets caught out and knocked back by Shelly. Pops the ultimate. Now Blow Me bot lane has to flash to get away from my big cake. He's knocked by Brahm's ultimate. The bouncing blade is going to do a little bit of damage. Gangplank ultimate comes out. Flash is traded by Ravi and Nutrinx. No one else dies with the exception of Ravi. Now trading the top lane. Flash from Peoples is not enough to keep him alive. Gangplank picks up a kill. And now TDE are on the chase for blood. Fruto is blinking red. And it looks like they're just going to hold back and push the bot tower. Also while Gangplank is pushing that top tower. So this might be 2 towers for 1 push. It most likely will be. Uh-oh, Charmlands on the Nutrinx. Body slam from Shelly goes out. Heal is popped. Ultimate from Utopian Duck is still up. Fruto goes ham and goes down because of it. Booty gets the kill, but not before Fruto picks up Nutrinx. So trade back and forth, and now bot tower will not be able to get down or killed toward TDE. But Gangplank was spreading in the top and did get that top tower, so...
I think you meant Utopian Duck picks up Nutrinx. Fruto got picked up by Booty. And now as we're looking at it, Gangplank has the now lane advantage. Peoples has no turret to really fall back on, so Gangplank, as long as he stays back a little bit, waits for the Ape to come to him, he can then start hitting barrels on Peoples, which it looked like Peoples doesn't seem to be as tanky as he was, because Draxton was just going straight through all that armor.
Well, he's got a Thornmail now. Peoples is not going to be a fun person to find in the jungle. He's just going to go on you, engage, never die, because the magic damage from Corki isn't necessarily prepped yet. He's got his Triforce, but if Corki's not there to deal damage, then Peoples just doesn't feel like he's ever going to die.
Oh, yeah. And yes, Lunox, we are finally on. What happened was we had a team forfeit. Hello, Mr. Chiming Chimones. But they forfeited, so we did not have to come on until 7. And then from there, we had a couple people getting home late from work, so we didn't start until 7:15. But now we are in. We are a solid 23 minutes into this game with a gold lead in favor of TDE.
And they take a free tower in the mid lane, while Tilt are going to be trading the bot tower. Looks like TDE want to go for their first dragon here. But everyone on Tilt is prepped for this. They could collapse upon the 3 members of TDE, or 4 members of TDE, rather. Yep, TDE are trying to bait a Baron, potentially, it looks like. Or a Dragon, rather. Oh my god, I'm such a bad play-by-play. And still no engage from either team. Just picks and what have you. All throughout the game thus far, we haven't actually had a team fight. It's just been a very long laning phase.
Well, we had one team fight in mid lane where the Gangplank ultimate came out a little bit too early, and it's turned in favor of Team Tilt. So I don't know if TD wants to really go for a team fight right now.
I mean, now trading up the top. Draxkin's taken down very low. He has oranges to BK, but Peoples' ultimate is running out. Peoples looks like he's going to get this. Gangplank's on the wrong side of the map. He's just going to go down. Where is he going to go? Who's going to kill him? And Peoples is going to get the 1v1 kill onto Draxkin. A Rammus with Thornmail, Sunfire Cape, regardless of who you are, is not going to be a fun time.
I think the only time that it's going to be fun is probably against someone who's probably like Corki, where they constantly deal out magic damage.
Even still, Corki does have some AD, so only the Frost Bombs and the Rockets would ever eat at him, and he still does have a significant amount of health to go with that, so... Tilt wanted to try and trade a Dragon for a cheeky Baron, but they could not do it, and now they're just going to heal up a little bit and push out the rest of the waves, as TDE are going to be in the mid lane awkwardly. Sieging the tower. Brom's gonna save it with the shield. Good guy Brom takes the damage for the tower.
Doesn't even look like he took any damage at all, though.
Yeah, Brom doesn't ever take damage with that shield up. It's insane how much it reduces.
It's like, oh, you're shooting
Oh!
at that. Ooh.
Booty got the big one!
Deal.
Oh, I love that kind of
Booty
stuff.
got that booty.
I love when I see that. I hate it. Personally, I hate it as a jungler, but I love to see it because it's so funny and aggravating as a jungler as well. So,
Like, oh, you think you're gonna get another stack? Nope, it's mine.
yeah.
Well, Corky has his package. I wonder if he's gonna be trying to head out to get a team fight started, or if he's gonna use it just for something else.
Well, TDE are pushing the mid lane. Tilt are slow to react to this one. People
It looks like he's
bot.
heading bot lane.
Yeah. Your booty is gonna go bot. He's got the package. He's gonna try to 1v1 the Rammus. He might be able to do it. He's got the shredding Gatling gun. And a package, so he probably could do it if he was smart about it. But Peoples is trying to taunt him under tower. He doesn't have it and can't. But now booty is little more than half health. As trading back and forth in the mid lane continues. Gangplank's going up top to try and push that tower in. And no real action since that last kill in the mid. Corky actually uses the packages as a disengage tool.
Well, I mean, it's really long, so I understand why.
Oh man, they get it! Oh man, does that get the tower? No! If that had hit the tower, that would have been a free tower just from a Voidling. Whew! The minion wave came back just in time. I got way too excited for that. I'm sorry.
I really, really hate the Azizi Rap portals.
Why?
Because they're so stupid. It's like, oh, I'm gonna push this here, and it's gonna constantly push this lane. Like, it's not even gonna be fought anymore. This lane's going this way to your tower always. Until you find it and kill it, and I'm just saying, they're like, why do so many people pick it up? And if you have like 4 placed all at, like within 1 screenshot of your game, your game will lag out. If anyone saw the Imagine Dragons game with Night Blue and all them, it lagged out their supercomputers for streaming. So
Yeah, I don't even want to touch upon that. But regardless, Zero Portal is incredibly strong with his pushing potential and just, you know, innate lane control that comes with it. That was like the banner of the command, and that's all that it really did. It kind of filled that item slot where banner of the command was really good.
oh yeah. Well, now Ravi has has Devourer sated, and he picked up Steric's Gauge and looks like he's working on his Mama Mortius now.
That was really interesting. Soraka actually has her talisman, and she used it to try and engage there, but she didn't have the speed. And now TDE are going to try to take this tower by force. No real engage yet, just trading back and forth. Poke from TDE is not going to do too much as they were in the tower. Now Peoples comes on the backside, taunts in Soraka, and she goes down for Utopian Duck. Disengage only knocks Peoples closer to Nutrinx. Flash goes down as well. Nutrinx goes through the tower. Summoners pop left and right. Ari gets a double kill, and now Tilt are turning the game around. They have a little bit of minions left to work with, but they most likely won't get this tower. People goes in, has all the armor, all the safety. They can probably force this if they really wanted to. Oh, Kindred Ultimate goes down as well for the safety. And I Bake Cake has got one more, but he's not going to go down to the tower. Peoples goes really aggressive, still cannot find anything as the minions were there. Ultimate in from Utopian Duck goes from Shelly's mom, goes down. This is so sloppy from both teams. 1 second you feel like one team has it, the next second another team has it, and incredible from both of these teams that Tilt turned around a fight just like that. And now they're going to get the gold lead from these towers that they're pushing.
Tilt's are coming back trying to say, yeah, last week was just a fluke. We're not going to lose again, even if it's against the other #1 team.
Uh-oh, Fruto popped his ultimate. Nutrinx gets stunned up, goes down for the skill secure for Braum. Now he gets a double onto Soraka. That was overextension 100% by TDE. but I Want Your Booty takes one for the team and gets one kill back. Although it's not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Now Tilt 7-15 and winning this game only by 2,000 gold.
That just goes to show how much TD has been farming. Up on top, Draxkin is ahead by well over 70 CS, as well as in mid lane, Booty is up by 50. But on bot lane, Fruto and Nutrings are actually exactly the same right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see the amount of gold that farming actually provides for you. You can see that while Tilt have so many more kills and 2 extra towers, just the sheer amount of farm on TDE is keeping them in this game by within 1,500 gold right now.
Oh yeah, so anyone who is, I want to say, it's very easy to tell.
Soraka gets caught out with a Braum and the Fruto Sivir ultimate. There's nothing that he can do there. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that's for sure. Nutrix is going to hurt himself attacking Peoples. And now Tilt peeled to the Baron. Can they pull the Phoenix, or the Piglet rather? Can they do the blind Dragon Steel even though it's not blind? But I am such a shit play-by-play. I am so sorry, everybody. But
I would take over for play-by-play, but I'm worse.
Tilt get the second dragon of the game, and TDE just keep overextending and making silly beginner mistakes that they don't normally make.
Well, Rammus' Sunfire set off Baron.
Yeah, Baron can do damage to people, so that's for damn sure. Now Shelly's gonna clear some vision, get some Baron control over there. And still, gold lead in favor of Tilt. 2 dragons, 1 tower now after that. And now the name of the game is warding. And let's not get caught for the 17th time.
Yes, please, please, oh please, blow me bot lane. And Nutrinks are both, right now, they both have 5 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Together they have half the kills for Tilt. So they know that Nutrinks is really one of the bigger carries for a TDE, and they're trying to shut him down, make sure that he can't do anything.
Yeah, generally we see TDE build a lot of comms around the AD carry, a lot of Juggermaw, a lot of stuff like that. But here they kind of gave it to their mid lane Booty and Draxkin up in the top lane. And they kind of said, here, it's not my job anymore now, you guys got to help a little bit too. So this could be a new playstyle for TDE, but it's not looking as cohesive as their other style of Nutrinks carry.
I think they're just so used to be like, all right, we're gonna go into a team fight and we're gonna let Nutrinks get that amazing.
Oh my! Nutrinks gets popped. He almost gets away, but the Sivir ultimate and Ahri ultimate means he does not. That's a free kill over to Tilt, and now it's a 4v4 in the mid lane as Ahri's going up to top lane to clear.
It's looking right now to be getting in the favor of Tilt this entire time. I'm not entirely sure how TD is going to respond to this. A Nutrinks constantly gets picked out, be it by a Ahri charm or a Rammus taunt. He seems to always find the CC, and that's what Tilt is doing, is they're trying to make sure that Nutrinks can't turn the fire on with an ultimate, can't get to the back line. And then even if he does get to the back line, Ravi at least knows how to use the ultimate and will set it down to make sure no one dies.
Yeah, it's this really smart, actually, draft from Tilt that I didn't necessarily realize. They have the potential to just drive down Lucian. There's no real protection for any of the carries on TDE. The Sivir ultimate, the Braum stuns and just slows. The Rammus just hard engage coupled with the Sivir ultimate, and not to mention the Ahri charms. There's just so much pick and engage potential on the side of Tilt that I thought TDE would be able to respond to, but 2 members on the bot side means that Tilt are going for this Baron. Now TDE know what's happening. Fruto flashes, but still gets taken by the Sheen-empowered auto attack. Now Peoples is 2v1ing right now, taunts Gragas. And TDE are looking for this engage here. They try to go for the kill. Rocket does not connect. Slow from Braum goes down. Rocket stops the Utopian Duck by the Braum jump. Now teleporting from Peoples goes down. Ultimate for I Bake Cake. Draxkin's under tower, tanking it. He goes down to Peoples. I want your booties on the back foot now. He's getting hit by Rammus. Valkyrie goes down. One more auto attack will stun him, but he looks like he'll get out of this scot-free. Trading a little bit back onto Peoples, but a little bit overzealous there as soon as Peoples teleported. Culling is popped by Lucian for no necessarily visible reason. Maybe just to push away Ravi in case he wanted to try anything cheeky there, but now sweeping the Baron again, prepping it. Shelly didn't actually see that ward, unfortunately. He was not paying attention.
I wonder if Drax got a DC during that fight at all.
Well, he got taunted and charmed under tower. So, I mean, even if you could say it looked like he didn't move, it's because he was charmed and taunted. And there was more than one CC, so oranges wouldn't have really done much. And plus, there's nothing in the chat, so I can't imagine. Everyone in this game is very vocal about certain things, so... Especially if something goes wrong.
Apparently, according to Golden, he did not get charmed.
Oh, did he just get taunted then? Probably just a taunt. No, he got Braum stunned and taunted. That's what it was. Yeah, okay. Not necessarily in that order either, but... Anyways, top lane looks to go for a cheeky again on Draxkin. Zero-out portal is the bait to try and get Draxkin to go in. He knows, or at least feels something cheeky going on. And he knew he was right as he saw them both walk out of the top brush.
And there's the late game wave clear coming in from Fruto. He is now ahead in farm by a solid 30.
Almost 40 right there. And the only one on his team to be ahead in farm. But still, TDE are still holding on to this game just by the amount of farm that they have been able to accrue over the course of 40 minutes.
Over the course of 40 minutes, they are now equal in towers. Tilt is up by 1 drag, but they're up by 10 kills. And yet, in gold-wise, they're only up by 1k.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold made up in farm. Honestly, Tilt should be way farther ahead in this game, but because TDE understand how to farm in the basics, they are kind of just wrecking.
This is what I believe is the difference between some of our top tier teams and our lower tier teams. The top tier, they understand that even though you're really far behind in kills, if you have the farm, you don't need to worry about it. As the team fight breaks out, Fruto seems a little caught out.
Has to pop his ultimate. Flash ultimate from Shelly's mom. Fruto goes down. He got caught out. Great package to knock him off from the rest of the team. Now it's a 4v5. And TDE look to take their second dragon and potentially push up a tower as bot lane is pushing in with that Zero portal. Pressure mid or go for the Baron. It looks like the ping is being made. Call is being made. Fruto, no ultimate from Sivir. 40-second death timers. They could definitely do this. They have the damage and everyone on the team is full health.
But that ward will pick them out so Tilt knows they're going over there, as well as still one ward in the Baron pit.
Yep, but they have the damage. Can Shelly get the secure on Smite? Ravi is there. Engage comes in from Utopian Duck, gets the charm, does not hit anyone. Engage, body slam from Gragas, knocks him back. Zhonya's from Utopian Duck keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Valkyrie's not going to matter because the Kindred ultimate goes down. No one is dying. This is why Kindred is so confusing. Robbie picks up a kill. Now Watch Your Booty picks up a kill. Rammus. Now Nutrix. Now kills going trading left and right all over the place. Culling goes down to Peoples. Nutrix is killing himself with the culling, but it doesn't matter because he has Soraka. And even though that all happened, it looks like Tilt's got the Baron.
Tilt did get Baron because Ravi came over the wall and focused Baron during that team fight. And then starting out as well into there, Nutrix popped his ultimate down in bot lane to kill or try and kill off Fruto. And then he popped it there again, and it is already halfway up. What is the cooldown on his ultimate?
I don't know.
Cooldown is 54 seconds.
That's a bit
because
of a chain and a half.
The cooldown on the culling is 54 seconds. Because he has, let's see, where is it?
CDR boots and Essence Reaver?
Altogether, he has, where is it? He has 40% cooldown reduction. So right now he is at max cooldown reduction.
Yep. Yes, he is. Trying to spam those double taps. Lucian, man. Welcome to the Lucian. And now he got their free inhibitor, even though Tilt got that Baron, no one actually received it because Fruto was down when it was secured and everyone else on Tilt died when it was taken. So it's still anybody's game. 42-minute game right now. TDE actually have the gold advantage. I'm not too sure what to expect here. There's really anyone's game. Both teams have been making very strange plays and very strange mistakes. But both teams have also been capitalizing on those mistakes. And now 3 members of TDE are caught out. Engaged from Rammus goes down. Everything's popped on Shelly's mom. Stuck up in the air. Stunned all over the place. Left, right, and center. Gangplank ult comes out. But he's still alive. Soraka keeps him alive a little bit longer than he was. But now Gragas goes down. Peoples is on the back foot now. Getting engaged upon. He gets bound up, and another kill over TDE. It looked like TDE got caught out, but they actually managed to get 3 kills there.
What was it that binded up Peoples there?
I think it was Soraka, maybe? I couldn't tell.
She was not in range, and the binding from Raka comes after the pool.
Did he just not click properly?
Guess,
oh,
I'm
there's
gonna
a
guess
pause.
maybe he DC'd. People's computer is having problems, so that could be why he didn't move. It's not the fact that he had gotten binded. He just didn't move because he's having problems with his computer. So that team fight there, that could have led to the problem here where it's looking to be GG in favor of TDE. But I'm not entirely sure if People's being there at all right now would really change anything, considering how fast he did get blown up when he was stopped moving, because he was still really healthy.
He wasn't healthy. He had a quarter of his health left. Less than a quarter of his health left when he stopped moving.
Never mind then. I'm bad with... I look at them and I'm looking back on memories and I can't... I remember seeing pictures of them, but I'm probably looking at it from all game. My memory is horrible.
This is interesting. Honestly, if Peoples doesn't get this fixed, the game goes to TD anyways. At 43 minutes into the game, doesn't matter. If your computer DCs, I'm sorry, that's just the nature of the beast right now. And unfortunately, we can't have you remake a 43-minute game. So, at this point, it might just be best to end the game for TDE because I don't think Ravi and Fruto can defend this.
Well, Fruto does have the wave clear to handle the 1 minion wave coming in, but I don't know if he has the ability to survive the team fight. But Ravi does have his ultimate, so we could use that to save Fruto.
But it would save the minions too, wouldn't it?
It would, but if they clear out the minion wave fast enough before Fruto dies, he might be okay. But I don't see that happening as there is a super minion right there. What I expect to happen here is Fruto comes up to try and wave clear, and he instantly gets turned on by a Blow Me bot lane silence field, along with Booty and Nutrients going ham on him, and then a barrel being dropped down on top of him, and he gets popped before Ravi can even get near him.
Yeah,
That's what I imagine happening right here.
There's nothing really that Peoples or Tilt could do at this point. I mean, there's a super minion wave pushing in to their base in a couple of seconds on top of the one that's already there. So even if Peoples did live there, it probably would have been game. Gangplank just shreds people with those barrels right now. He's 438 farm. I think that's probably a record of most CS in this tournament thus far.
His computer overheated during the team fight.
How do you know that?
Look at the chat.
This game was too intense. What do you mean?
Not that chat, the chat in game.
Oh,
Utopian Duck just said Nutrient asked if he was restarting his computer, and Utopian Duck came back and said yes, it overheated during the team fight, and so he's having to do that along with
end the game.
That.
We're not going to wait for someone to reset their computer. Besides, they're already past their pause limit. So, we're going to have to cut this game short and move on to the next one.
Apparently he's reconnecting right now. According to Utopian. He could just have a very fast computer that can restart, but given the fact that it overheated, I'm not quite sure how valid that statement is.
Yeah. I'm very upset that if we don't see this victory screen, though. There's 50 seconds. 35 on Braum, 40 on Ari, 50 on Peoples. There's nothing that they can do, even if he comes back.
Yeah. Booty is asking to go ahead and unpause because he is dead anyways. I'm waiting to see what happens. This is the time that I wish I could talk to them directly.
I don't even have
Let's
my
see
chat
here.
open.
Actually, I believe I can. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well then, everybody. Welcome. Fuck. Oh, some people.
Alright, the unpause. It'll be coming up in a moment.
Alright. I mean, I can't imagine that this is going to end any other way than we think it is.
All I can imagine is that we are on a 3-minute delay, and when I just went into there to talk to them, I heard them still fighting, and so in 3 minutes, everyone will be up. So I think we're about to see some serious, intense stuff right here. Alright, and everyone's saying they're ready, so the game should be unpausing within about 10 seconds or so.
Yep. All right.
There we go.
If
And now,
Tilt don't lose right here, I'm seriously going to question TDE. Well, oh man, the ultimate from Kindred goes down. Kindred actually gets a kill on Soraka. They only get one tower. TDE, what are you doing? Why did you engage under the Nexus towers? They could have won there if they did not do that. And they just totally threw. I mean, I guess so. It was alright that they paused because that was a one game for TDE and then they make a silly mistake.
Golden Diddley agrees with us. OMFG.
That should have been an end game. TDE makes a massive mistake there and they actually prolong the game. So, again, this can go either way. TDE had a free Nexus to take down. But now the chance for Tilt is given yet again. They have the opportunity to win this game regardless. Whichever team wins another team fight or whichever team takes out 3 members or what have you will most likely be the winner of this game. I cannot see this going much farther with the death times being plus 50 minutes or 50 seconds.
God, if there was ever a death timer plus 50 minutes, I would be questioning that entire game.
I mean, I'm questioning a lot of things right now, man. I don't even know what to say about this game. I am very tilted. There's no reason for this to be happening right now, and yet somehow miraculously Tilt is not out of the game yet. They still have an opportunity. Both of these teams have given so many opportunities, but that one was just insane. To literally potentially give up the game because you wanted another kill. It was very questionable. Very questionable indeed.
I'm kind of waiting to see how this game ends before I say anything. But this game is, right now, gold lead favor. It's in the favor of TDE. Kills favor, it's in the favor of Tilt. Team fight, I want to say that with all the ultimates up, I'm going to give the team fight favor to Tilt just because of their the Kindred ultimate. But as we saw earlier, they did lose the team fight. So if everything works out correctly, I'm going to probably go with TDE might win this unless it do something stupid and engage under a tower again.
Yeah, this might be... This is a siege they're trying to get. The Zerot portal was placed in a very awkward place, so not going to really do anything. There is an open inhibitor, or there is a down inhibitor in the mid lane for Tilt. As it's about to respawn. So, still, anyone's game. Baron's still down for another minute. Dragon is live. TD could take this for free as Booty actually goes right there, so... Inhibitor is up, Baron's up in less than a minute. What's going to be the call from these teams? Robbie, gotta clear some wards. More clearing of the waves. People just top. He does have his TP. TDE pushing in the bot lane now. Charm misses. Barrels are set up to do some damage, clear some waves. That's all it really does. Teleport's coming in from Ravi on the jungle, but it doesn't actually do anything as he just awkwardly walks back to the mid lane. And now TDE are safe to push again, and some minion wave shows up, but they don't want to do it. No one is decisive. This game. We're 20 minutes past schedule already. I can't even imagine what's going on right now. Baron is up. Tilt look to be prepping it. They're going straight to the Baron pit to prep it. TDE know what's happening. They know what Tilt's thought process is.
I could be entirely wrong, but I believe both these teams maximized on the mistakes made by the other team. And given that there's so many mistakes made and so many mistakes capitalized on, it could be the fact that neither team knows how to end until the other team makes a mistake.
Oh, Flash Charm does not hit from Utopia Deck. Pops Zanyas. That's a lot used for Tilt. Soraka's on the wrong side of the jungle, but she's not going to find anything. And now, that's 3 ultimates used by Tilt that TD can use their advantage. But no, Booty gets hit by a charm. What? That could be it. As he goes down, 3 ultimates were down for Tilt, but he overextended and gets picked off. Big mistake from I Want Yo Booty. Now Peoples is on the side trying to get a flank potential here. And Tilt are peeling off to try and do the Baron, it looks like.
This game should not be going on this long.
This game should have ended half an hour ago, my friend. But I bet Kate gets chunked by the barrels. People's on the backside trying to make some trouble, but it doesn't do much other than get him down to blinking red. Now 2 members of Tilt are blinking red. Utopian Duck is in a very awkward spot and gets chunked by Draxian. Easy peasy. Gragas knockup. Gonna do a lot. Bromald goes down. Zone potential, but it's not gonna mean much as Brom does go down. But everyone on TDE just gets chunked by the bouncing blades from Fruto. Now Draxian is the only one alive.
This looks to be in the favor of Tilt right now.
Yeah, but I want your booties up and right now. And now Tilt are going to go potentially back for safety. Or they could try this as Baron. It's really risky with just them two. Ramus is coming, but he might not make it in time.
There's a really large minion wave on top to really distract. So, but it looks like they're going to allow that top lane to push in.
Gangplank goes down to dissuade the Baron. Ravi's gonna be backing another pause.
Another pause.
Who's this pause from, Visago?
This one is from Blow Me
Okay.
on Soraka. So this is not a tilt pause.
What's happening?
I'm not entirely sure. The game paused and then Soraka immediately asks if everyone's ready. So I don't quite understand what that pause was
Soraka
for.
paused it. Blow Me bot lane paused it.
Blow Me bot lane paused the game and then immediately asked if everyone was ready. I think maybe Nutrinks probably had a problem, but I can't quite tell.
Yep. Either way, Gangplank's gonna try and clear some waves. He can't clear the minions anymore.
Yes, you're right, Golden. These kids do need better Wi-Fi.
They just plug it into the wall. I don't care what happens. There's no reason for this to be happening all over the place.
Pick up your laptop, walk over to your router, and just plug it in.
Tilt again, positioning for the Baron here.
Shelly's gonna see that, but he might be picked off.
Nope, he's just gonna get popped by a Braum Q. Now, Kindred and Sivir can do a lot of damage to this Baron really fast. Rammus is coming through the backside to hit Shelly. Gonna taunt him away from the Baron. Is the Baron gonna go down? It will be! Tilt picks it up with Sivir of all people. Sivir ult is popped. They're splitting up. Tilt Gaming is splitting up. Colin goes straight into iBakecake's face, goes down. Utopian Duck is chunked to blinking red. So low on health, even though Tilt have the Baron, TDE have the team fight. And now TDE are going to try to force this mid inhibitor down. They know Tilt got that Baron, and they know that they're not going to get another good team fight potential with that Baron buff up. They're going to want to try and take this inhibitor, but they're going for the minions and to try and kill some people instead. Doing some damage to this inhibitor. They look to get it as Tilt don't respond at all, and it's a free inhibitor. Now, rotating potentially top lane for that tower is very low. They can just auto it once, twice, maybe 3 times, and it will go down. So Baron for Tilt there, and an inhibitor for TDE. Why are you not just autoing the tower? It's so low! Thank you! Free tower for TDE. This game is just so jumbled. I am so conflicted with what to think about this game right now.
I'm almost entirely positive that what I said earlier was right, and that neither team knows how to end the game unless the other team makes a mistake.
I'm tilted. 52-minute game thus far.
I believe
the top 2 teams. It's not even like an epic, really amazing, fun game to watch. It's just like frustrating because everyone keeps making so many mistakes.
I mean, Jackson has over 500 CS.
Yep.
He is max build. He has 2 IEs.
Uh-oh, I want your booties found by people's taunt. Does a lot of damage. Plus Baron minions. Booty, be careful. Those are Baroned up minions. Now Shelly and Blomy are going to try and find people. See, nice juke from the Rammus. And he gets out for nothing. Booty is down to a little less than half health here. Looking to pick up their 4th dragon of the game. 52 minutes in. I'd like to say the 5th dragon won't be a thing, but hey. We never know. Fruto pops Sivir ultimate. Silence field from Soraka. Gragas knockback is not going to do much. The engage is still coming hard from Tilt. Body slam knockup. Awkward Kindred ultimate keeps Shelly alive for a little bit longer. And he actually gets out from the Sivir ultimate and heal. Barrels chunk Fruto very low. He actually pops the Maw of Malmortius. Now Tilt are running away. Everyone is just bleeding, but no one has been killed.
Yeah, and with TD being pretty much half low on everyone, Shelly, Draxkin, and Booty, they're going to try and push bot lane, but that empowered back is going to make sure that Tilt is there waiting for them.
Yeah, oh, People's Home Guard engage on a Draxkin. Ultimate is popped. Low health, very low health. Flash from Draxkin is popped. Barrels all over the place, not enough. He's going to go down to the Armadillo. Shelly falls as well from the charm. And now Flash over the wall. Booty gets caught with a Braum stun. Peoples is going for Soraka. He gets the taunt. Soraka doesn't do that much AD anyway, so she's not going to kill herself. But here comes Ravi and Wolf to do all the damage in the world. Picks up the support. That's 4 for nothing on the side of Tilt now. 60-second death timers for TDE. If Tilt don't make something of this, I will break my computer.
Please don't do that. Please just. Okay.
And they're gonna take bot outer tower. Thank you very much. Free global gold. They don't actually have the minion wave to actually do any of this. They can try to force an inhibitor tower, but Nutrinx is up. He does have his calling for wave clear, but I don't know if he'd want to risk it. And now they're face tanking the inhibitor tower. 15 seconds on Draxkin and Shelly. They're gonna take this bottom lane inhibitor turret. 10 seconds. Do they save the inhibit? They do. They're gonna most likely take this bottom inhib for free. Now top wave has got like 4 minion waves pushing in. And that could be an easy tower. But
that's a gigantic wave.
TDE are going to be able to clear it in time.
That must have been some pretty gold. The only sad thing is that it's not needed.
Yep. It's just not needed gold. Completely useless now at this point in the game. Oh man, Gangplank's just autoing these things once. Just done. Crit, done, crit, done, crit. He's actually pulling the balls build. The 2 infinity edges, interestingly enough.
I wonder. Yep, there we go.
Gangplank with the 2 infinity edges. Pulling the balls build. I appreciate that. I like C9, so.
Now he does have his ultimate entirely leveled up now, so there is no point for any farm to be taken other than just to push the lanes out.
I mean, when you have 550 farm, there's really... I mean, let's be real here. When did you need farm at this point? When he had 400 CS, he really didn't need any more farm.
Well, I was gonna say that maybe if he hadn't been, using his passive correctly and didn't have his ultimate all the way leveled up, maybe he might be the only one that still needs farm. But no, it's completely leveled up.
Yep, Tilt's inhibitor has respawned too, so maybe he can use the ultimate to actually get an engage, or potentially in the game as we're meeting the 100k mark for both of these teams. Bam, easy peasy, gold in the pocket. And this is probably the highest gold earning game we have had in this tournament ever.
No, we have had 2. We have had 1 game. I can't remember who it was, but it went on for just this long as well, and they hit over 100k.
Yeah, but I think the gold overall might just be more so. Tilt positioning for Baron, the 3rd Baron of the game, potentially. 40 minutes. 40 seconds, rather, left on Baron respawn. A 60-minute game, nearly. I'm so confused.
If these people want to ask...
What?
If the guy asks to start 15 minutes late, please try and end it within 45 minutes. So
yeah,
we're not
right.
going overtime. They asked to start 15 minutes late and then take an hour into 15 minutes into the next game slot. Luckily tonight we don't have a game in the next slot time because who was it that forfeited? I think it was the
TC Snits.
TC Snits forfeited for the next one.
So here we go. We actually have Tilt starting the Baron. It's probably going to go down. Kindred and Sivir will do a lot of damage, and that's a free Baron for Tilt. Gangplank all goes down. Doesn't really do anything. Package from Corki goes through. Now he's on the backside. Now Charm lands onto Shelly. Nutrinx is in the wrong spot. Flashes away. Just a sliver of health blinking red. Zonya's onto Utopian Duck. He does go down, and that's a kill over to TDE now. Booty is on the wrong side. Valk misses the wall. He has to flash over it. But he does get out of it, so 1 member of Tilt is down, but they do have a Baron buff. TDE can get their 5th dragon in 30 seconds if they want to wait. Or they can push this mid inhibitor, force it, and take that 5th dragon. And then go for this team fight.
And thank you, Nexus, for letting me know that the other 56-minute game was Team Vire versus Chiming Chimones. So right now, I do believe we have got more overall gold. I believe, if I'm correct, the gold during that was 102k to around 104 but as the game ended. But this game looks like it might just go into over an hour as Draxer is going to have to TP to take care of that, and so is Peoples is gonna base.
He's going for the back
There's a
door. He
wave
has the
here.
Baron buffs, 3 super minions. Draxkin can't do this alone. Peoples is very tanky and supered up, or Baroned up super minions will do a lot. 5th Dragon is claimed for a tilt, but the split push from Peoples is real here. Draxkin taking a lot of health, actually has to flash away. He has his ultimate if he wants it for wave clear. Be careful. There it goes. He's gonna show people, but he does get the kill. He does go down to Corki, however, but those minions take down a Nexus tower. And now trading, they got their 5th Dragon onto TDE. Now both top laners are down for 60 seconds, an entire minute. Who's gonna make the play? What's more important, the Baron buff or the 5th Dragon buff, boyos? We're gonna find out. TDE are trying to push out of their base. Inhibitor down in the bot side, it just respawned. Now, both top laners down. No engage, really, no real tank on the side of Tilt, really, with Peoples being down, and Gangplank is a big source of damage for TDE, so they may just hold back and wait for this.
Well, they do have Braum, who does have his gigantic shield.
Yep, we'll have to see. It's a 60-minute game. This is now the longest game we've ever had in the tournament, I believe. I don't think we've actually had an hour-long game. But 5th Dragon will run out. It's about half duration right now. TDE is going to have to make something of it to actually use it. And on the side of Tilt, Baron is up for a little less than a quarter of its time left. So if TDE play this right, they could time it perfectly where Baron times out if they decide to fight in the proper placing. Why are you farming? There's no need to farm anymore. Just fight, fight, fight. Let's go. 61 minutes into the game. Both teams have a Dragon buff, have a Baron buff, and no one's actually fighting. TDE, you need to take a fight. Gangplank is up. Peoples is up. No TP on the side of Tilt now. Now 5-man push in the mid lane.
This is the time that I want to see an ARAM. I want to see the team fight. I want to see this game end.
Okay, TDE are forcing the inhibitor, doing a little bit of damage. Dragon buff is going. Now on the side, flank from Tilt. Utopian Duck gets body slam. Gangplank ult is doing a lot to zone them. Nutrix gets charmed up, though. Lots of damage. He will go down to the burn. Shelly knocks back everyone with his ultimate disengage. I want your booty. Gets found by Peoples. He has the cleanse with the QSS, it looks like. And he'll be fine trying to poke Peoples out, but Ari is on the back foot. Again, a 1-for-nothing trade, and no one's doing anything. What is happening? Holy Toledo. Exactly. Clown Fiesta. Clown Fiesta.
We want to fight. We got to kill. Now let's back and clear off any waves that might possibly pushing up into our base instead of going and getting that inhib on bot. Pushing in. We have a tank called Ramus that can tank the turret because we have damage for days to get rid of that inhib turret. They can easily fight this more, but they're choosing not to as the gigantic wave pushes bot.
TDE were totally splitting that Baron, which allowed Nutrix to get picked off. And now 25 seconds left for Nutrix to be up. Is this going to be a 4th Baron of the game? I don't know what's happening. It looks like Tilt could finish this here. There's no Baron. Dragon buff is gone as well. They're pushing in mid tower. Utopian Duck has everything. Look at all those buffs on him. Look at all those particle effects. It's just insane. One good Gangplank barrel will clear this, but they're going to force this tower. Just brute force it. Charm does not land onto I Want Your Booty, but he will get picked up. No, he won't. Disengage, but he does. Bruto's going to not pick him up, but Ari will. Culling's going to try and force them off. The Braum Shield's going to block all of it. Barrel's not going to connect now. Booty is down. Now TDE are on the back foot. 2 inhibitors down. Tilt are looking for the game right here. Everyone here, it's a 4v5 as Ramus is awkwardly backing.
He's not backing. He's going to back to clear out that bot wave. He's decided to go. Oh, it looks like Drax is going to do his TP to try and take that out. As Peoples is now here.
Uh-oh, Peoples is in this trouble. He's got a big minion wave. He ults to clear it. Gangplank ult goes down. It's not going to really do much, and Peoples clears the wave easily. Those barrels will chunk Peoples, but Draxine's on the back foot. Does he have apples, oranges, whatever, doesn't matter. Can he BK with the fruit? Flash goes down. He won't get the inhibitor, and now just, people are everywhere. I can't even figure out what's going on, as Tilt are just prepping for a dragon, I guess?
Their dragon is not up for another minute and a half. They do not need to be here. They need to pressure that wave in. Push them in. Right now there is only 3 people up on the side of TDE, and all 3 of them are squishy besides Blow Me and Shelly. Never mind, only one of them is squishy, but he is able to be healed by Blow Me bot lane. So there's the ultimate as another team fight breaks out. Could be the last one.
The charm does not land. Nutrix gets away, but it is a 4v5 right now as I Want Your Booty comes up. Ultimate knockback from Shelly. Valkyrie package does a lot to zone them off, but it doesn't actually kill anyone. Knockback onto Shelly is not going to matter. Ultimates pop left and right on the side of Tilt, but looks like they want the Nexus. They want the game. They're going to do it. They have all the attack speed they need, and the Nexus is going to go down. Tilt actually do it after 64 excruciatingly painful and salty and horrid minutes. They take the game over TDE and are the sole proprietors of first place.
64 minutes of pure Tilt. Now, I do have one thing I would like to ask.
Clown Fiesta? Yes?
Yes, Clown Fiesta.
What would you like to ask there, friend?
No, it was, you guessed it.
Was it?
Yes.
Clown Fiesta.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. What